Hi, I'm Lynette Sproles, and I'm an executive coach. And today I'm here with Angie Bailey, and we're going to be talking about the 5 things that Angie feels are very important to create a successful career as a life or business coach. So, Angie, why don't you just give us your thoughts on this topic?
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Lynette, for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. So, the top 5 for me are one, heightened self awareness. And what I really mean by that is that you're not looking at things or listening to things through your own lens or through your own bias, that you're aware enough of what might trigger you, right? Or what might cause you to be like, that instead you kind of keep that face kind of as normal as possible, as you're listening to the individual. And speaking of listening, number 2 is active listening skills. I mean, it goes without saying, I don't think we're all necessarily very good at it, me included. And so most of the time, what we want to do is we want to fix things, right? We want to help people. We want to provide them the answer, the advice, whatever. But as a coach, you cannot do that. You have to be in a listening mode so that you can then, number 3, be curious. Be curious enough to ask the right questions, right? Or sometimes they're not necessarily have to be the right questions, but curious enough to want to dig a little bit deeper. As an example, you have breathe behind you. Is that for you? Is that for your clients, right? And what message are you trying to send? And so again, it's not telling you what you should have behind the wall. It's being curious enough to understand, why do you have that on your wall? And the fourth one is perception, being perceptive. I think when you, just like in a leadership position, when you walk in, you have to be perceptive to the energy in the room. When you're coaching, you have to be perceptive to the smile that might be on the face, but what's behind that? You're pretty perceptive enough that your gut's telling you that that smile is fake, that there's something going on, that you got to be curious enough to dig into just a little bit deeper so that you can really understand the root of the issue with the individual. And my fifth is empathy. That's all about just wanting the best for other people. I mean, we can call empathy all kinds of different things or give it all kinds of different definitions, but I think at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about.
I love those, and I agree with all of them. And, I guess out of all those, the perception is what I find is so valuable, because a lot of times when I, start a coaching conversation with someone, they just throw in some little tidbit and then they keep moving past. And if you're not perceptive and you don't feel the energy shift when that little thing they bypass as they're having the conversation, you don't feel into that, you maybe have missed what it is that's really the root, what's underneath the story. So I love that you brought that one in, Angie. Thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I appreciate, again, this opportunity. And for the audience, if you're interested, please, by all means, dive a little bit deeper into the article. It's called The 5 Things You Need to Create a Highly Successful Career as a Life or Business Coach. Thank you, and have a great day.